Hello everybody, MightyNifty here, and today we are going to be making baked tofu with a peanut dipping sauce. Yeah, it's tofu, get over it. It's crispy on the outside, smooth and soft on the inside, and it makes for the perfect healthy dinner or satisfying appetizer for your New Year's Eve party. Served with a tangy peanut sauce that's sure to impress, these little white cubes are inspired by the semi-trucks from my recent review of Clustertruck, and with that being said, let's get started. This is another super simple recipe to make, and it starts with this. A big old block of tofu. When taken out of the package, it's going to be full of water. Well, we want it to be full of our marinade instead, so we're going to cut it in half, and then use a few sheets of paper towels to press the water out so that the dry tofu can absorb everything we soak it in. If you have the time, you could also just put something relatively heavy on top of the towels and come back in a couple of hours, but I was in a hurry. Now that our tofu is sufficiently dry, we can cut it into 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes. It doesn't matter what size you pick as long as the size is consistent between them all so they cook evenly. Before moving on, I'm just going to sprinkle salt on the tofu both to act as a seasoning and to potentially draw out some more water from inside. And now we can move on to our marinade. So into a bowl, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of orange juice, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of canola oil, black pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and ginger powder. These amounts are for 1 block of tofu being served with the peanut sauce, but if you want to eat them plain without the sauce, you may want to double the amount of the marinade. Either way, we'll whisk this up and add it to our tofu. Normally, I just do this whole thing in a plastic bag to help the marinade spread more evenly, but I thought a bowl would look better on camera. Either way, do as I say and not as I do, and use a plastic bag for this. Once our tofu is thoroughly soaked and coated in the marinade, we can throw this into the fridge to chill for anywhere between 2 hours and a full day. When the tofu is ready, we'll take it out, place it on a baking sheet that's been sprayed with cooking oil, and pop them into the center of a 450-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Once they're golden brown, we can take them out and they should look like this. Admittedly, the golden tint kinda prevents these from looking like semi-trucks, but they're delicious, so I'll call them close enough. Golden, delicious, and full of our amazing marinade, but we're not done yet. While the tofu was baking, we got to work on a delicious peanut sauce that's perfect for dipping these in, that I'll show you how to make right now. So for this peanut sauce, we want to start out by placing any leftover marinade into a small pot on medium to medium-high heat, and to that we'll add 2 tablespoons of Mirin, a Japanese rice wine, 2 more tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 more tablespoons of orange juice, and 2 to 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, depending on how peanutty you want it. Then just reduce to your desired consistency. For me, that's when a spoon can make a distinct line through the sauce like you see here. It should take about 5 minutes for this, but you go for the consistency that you want. And now everything is done. Just plate these up, garnish with some sesame seeds and/or cilantro, and you've got a delicious vegetarian dish that'll convert even the most stubborn of tofu haters. Of course, as with any marinade, feel free to play with the ratios and spices until you find something that works best for you. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. The ingredient list is in the description box down below, and if you decide to try this at home, tweet me a picture of your finished meal so I can see your awesome take on this recipe. Also be sure to subscribe for more game reviews and nifty recipes, and as always, have a mighty nifty day today.